If you guys need any cards, packs, sleeves, anything of that nature, shop on TCG Player using my affiliate link in the description. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Neo Space Road. Everyone's been enjoying the series a whole lot, so we've got an exciting new installment today. You've seen me previously on the channel play Neospatian Rescue Cat, and you've seen me play the Gear Town and Garden Cat. So I figured I would combine the two and create this monstrosity before you, which I just call Cat Turbo. There's some cool stuff going on here. We've got a lot of draw power, just like a ton. Trying to see Cat as consistently as possible, just trying to combo off. The Gear Towns let us go into Gadgetron. You can also go into Engineer, which gives you access to level 8 Synchro plays as well. And of course, outs the back row. For other monsters, we've got Dad with, we're on Double Panther and Cross Porter Arma still, so I think it's probably worth it just to play it. Still on Gore's Trag, we've got a Treacherous Trap Hole in here. I think, I don't know, if anything's going to play it, this is probably a decent deck to be throwing Treacherous in. Triple Convert Contact, Triple Avarice, Triple Upstart, Allure, as I mentioned, tons of draw power. Just trying to, get the deck going, get that consistency, do our Cat play over and over again, and threaten tons of damage. So that's the build, that's the general idea, and we're going to see how it goes today. Okay, we have two different replays here. First one is against Vayu Turbo, I believe. So we're going first. We open not a great hand. Well, it's not a terrible hand. So we choose not to summon the Armanite. And that was, I guess I was thinking this in case I top-decked Terraforming, because we would have the Garden Cat play. We top-deck another Avarice, so I'm like, alright, screw it. We'll just summon, we'll attack. If it's Hamster, we have that Treacherous. It's just Raikou, though, which is kind of better. Here they make a weird play, which is they just Grepher Poke, which I guess is fine. That was a really bad draw with the Air Bomb. I decided to just set it and hope he summons something. So he does end up top-decking the Vayu, which is pretty good. And he just summons another Grepher, and I decide to Treacherous both the Greffers. Seems like a pretty good play. The MST is a very good rip. Now we're going to start just destroying the opponent's hand. We use that Aqua Dolphin to get rid of the Gale. Anything under 16 we would hit. So Armageddon Knight, Hamster, Raikou. There's a ton of cards the deck plays that we could have hit there, and there was one for us, which was lucky. Then we get to rip another one with the Airbellum. Then we get to sink in main 2 on our Avarice's lives. So this one's kind of spiraling out of control in our favor, actually. We ripped the Heavy, which is definitely the worst back row for us to hit because, or the worst card in hand for us to hit because we don't play back row besides the Treacherous, which we already used. He top deck Deep Prison, which isn't bad because it immediately answers the Goyo. And now he's going to be using that Vayu, hit in. We get Cross Porter Search, go for that Dolphin again. He just goes set. We know the set is a Burial at this point. We draw into 2 Gear Towns. I decided to Minecon because I feel like, I don't know, there's not really going to be another time where we Minecon. So we go for the monster, of course, knowing that the set is Burial and he would just chain it. So we're going to put everything back. And then, yeah, he just scoops it up at this point, seeing the writing on the wall there in game number 1. Pretty interesting game number 1, actually. We didn't really, fully combo off. We kind of just played really well with the cards that we had. Game 2, we have the Nobleman here, which is going to hit the Hamster. Unfortunately, much rather would have hit the Raikou. Apparently the opponent only plays 1 Hamster, I guess. So I thought about going for Engineer here, but I end up going for Gadgetron, which was probably right. The set was Deep Prison anyway, so yeah, definitely a smart play. We do end up pitching the Avarice. We have no monsters in play, so I figure we might as well. And then we see there's actually a lot of pretty good monsters in his hand. I can stop one play. Then he summons a Junk Synchron. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So that was pretty interesting. We draw into Engineer, which is the worst draw in our deck. And now, of course, he's going to go Bryonic, which is nothing we can really do about that. Yeah, we used the Crow already. So here we go for Garden, and we have to get that Gadgetron back out. We're pretty much sure that this back row is a Battle Trap. We have Garden plus Gadgetron, though. And the opponent's on 1 card in hand, 1 useless back row. So we're feeling pretty strong. And they top deck Burial, and then they just scoop it up. Was there anything they could have done? Not really. Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy that we won that game. I did not feel like that game was going well. I did not feel like I was drawing well, but we kind of just, somehow won. I don't know. The Garden was, we had maybe a good top deck with the Terraforming to get the Garden, but I don't know. Things could have gone a lot better. We had some awkward draws in the early hand for sure. All right, second match was against zombies. This was a pretty interesting match. Man, I'm drawing treacherous a lot. It feels like, or is this only the second time? I don't know. We see Dad in opening hand, so we immediately go for Armis and Porter get Dark Panther. So that's our 3 darks right away. That's the main reason playing Dad is very good with the Neospatian package. One of the main reasons the Neospatian package is really good. Opponent draws second Diva, which is just a terrible draw on their part. However, the Tomato was not a terrible draw. They maybe should have gone Reaper. I see why they went this, but it's like if it gets killed and your Diva play is not even going to be that. I think they should have just gone Spirit Reaper. So yeah, our hand doesn't really do much here. I could hit over this, but it's like then my Gores would be dead. So I decided to just wait a turn. Then here they go for they go for Goyo. They can't make Hades with those cards. Then they Goyo take set. So now we go for some terraformings. I think they are gonna bottomless I go for engineer and they bottomless it. But now we've baited the bottomless. We can go for Gadgetron. Here I make a really all-in play, which is I just say, all right, well I'm gonna lose if they have brain mind, so let's just do this and drop the Dad, and then they have the brain control, and I'm like giga screwed, of course, because there's multiple darks in the graveyard, and they just pop my whole field. So, unfortunate for me. Maybe I shouldn't have gone all in there, but it felt like it was a really bad situation to me. I guess maybe I should have considered my opponent's hand was really bad. So maybe I shouldn't have gone for that, but I'm not sure, because my hand was also quite bad. Here, we draw a decent hand, gonna resolve contact. We have all of our Spell Trap 8, just like all of it. So if I ever find any gas this game, we're going to be chilling. I think, okay, we do go for the garden here. The garden garden. I feel like we just have to do something. Because I'm not liking sitting around versus zombies, you know. I go for Giant Trunade. Fortunately for me, he Phoenix Wings the wrong one. So we can do the garden cap play now, which we'll actually get to see happen once on camera here. So, you know, the standard garden Armageddon Knight, get the Summoner Monk, get the cat, you know the play. So we hit in with the Arabelle. Unfortunately, the opponent has Gores, but that's not the biggest deal. We still get to rip a card. We still get to make Arcanite Magician pop 2 of them. So, I mean, we got 2 cards out of this. We made 2 level 7 Synchros. We're feeling kind of fine. We have Storm into Avarice, and then we should just have Lethal from there. So, this game we kind of got to do the game plan. And, yeah, we don't even summon the Arabelle, and we just go for... We had Lethal through Trag, I think, with those 3 monsters. This game is awkward as hell because I don't have an out to Thunder King. I should maybe sidewar out to Thunder King, and then I make this really weird play where I Storm, and I don't think I should have Stormed yet. Obviously, if I'd set Gear Town and Stormed, it would have been really bad because he would have Phoenix Winged it, and then I'd have been drawing the dead Gear Town next turn too. But I really think I should have just held the Storm until I had an actual play. Like within the it wouldn't have made a difference, but you know, without the knowledge of what I was going to draw and stuff, I think that was probably better. So we do finally out the Thunder King at great cost in game number 3. Fortunately, our opponent doesn't seem to have any back row, but we draw Engineer again, which just sucks. We have Garden on the field, which is sort of keeping us alive. The opponent goes for making black rows, which is, yeah, it's pretty bad. It also makes our cross porter miss timing and destroys the garden, so we're kind of a rough spot. We go set Sangan, hope he doesn't have another Thunder King, but he does have Hades. So not great here for us. I think we can go Dark Panther into Dad, but then he has, yeah, this is a really cool play. You can Dark Panther, copy Cyber Dragon, and then just Fortress off, which is pretty funny. So we go into Dad, but the set card is regrettably a Bottomless Trap Hole, which is really rough for us, because if it was something non-chainable, we maybe could have just won this game. We're actually in a pretty okay spot from this position, which is kind of crazy with how bad we were getting owned earlier off that Thunder King. But now, of course, the opponent going to make a... Well, this is weird. I feel like they should have done this in... I don't know. I guess this was fine. This was probably fine for them. They Brio, bounce my dude, and then they go Zombie Master, and then they pitch, and they get that. And then we draw another field spell, which was really good, because we get our Gadgetron back. So we're going to hit over, and bounce back the Brio, but then they top back Burial and we just die. So, unfortunate, but we had some lucky breaks this game because it really felt like we shouldn't have even been in it competitively whatsoever, but I guess a few things kind of went our way in the mid-game, but then the top deck Burial is just going to kill us. because they put back the Mizuki the Plague, and they have like a bajillion. They can Brio bounce this and hit for like 4 or 5k or something. So we are very dead to that. Anyway, I think the deck was a lot of fun. I think these matches were pretty cool. Let me know what you guys thought. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.